Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, or whatever the time of the day or night is that you're tuning into First Report 41.0, Fletch.
41.0 with this guy, Clayton Mitchell.
And Fletch, your tap of two toes. Mate, I have to say, it's been a number of weeks since we've got around and had a chat. You've been really busy.
Oh, you've been really busy. No, it's
No,
just
that's
been...
true. I have actually been really busy.
It's been insane. And so for those who have actually said to us, what's happened to your videos? We apologise.
We do. And, I've been busy getting thrown out of bars and making headlines for all the wrong reasons. We've had conventions in there, loads of legislation going through the House. It's really been quite
busy.
Action-packed. It's not dull around this place, I can assure you of that.
And last night was quite busy, quite emotional in terms of the debate on the end of life choice bill.
Right, yeah.
So, tell us your thoughts on that, I suppose, is the simple question.
Well, look, really interesting that the end-of-life choice bill went through by a majority, 69 to 51. Now, those 9 votes that it needed to get across the line were New Zealand First votes. Now, people think that we block voted, and it did certainly look like we block voted, but nobody was whipped to vote the way they voted.
No, that's true.
What we said is we believe that this issue should be an issue that all New Zealanders should have an opportunity to have a say on, which is why it's going to be a binding referendum issue at the next election for everybody to have their say.
Actually, it probably would have been a locked vote. It would have been completely even in the House.
Would have been 60-60.
Yeah, so it's really interesting.
61 to win it.
Yeah, and so the fact that it's gone to the New Zealand public is not only fantastic, I think personally, but it just shows the diversity in the House, and we need to get it out to all New Zealanders. So I think it was a good outcome.
Yeah, so do I. I think it was absolutely fantastic.
And actually, last night was exciting for one...
Todd Muller.
Todd Muller.
He got a first bit of legislation through. Big shout out to you, Todd.
Private Members Bill got passed last night. One of the most useless piece of legislation.
But sometimes some people just need a bit of a help up, don't they?
His leadership material, so we had to support him in that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
sure
good on you, mate.
We've probably just actually put a target on his back now. Sorry about that, Todd. Yeah, how bad. The other thing that's happening at quite a rapid pace is the firearms legislation, which we've just finished submissions on. And it's been a really interesting process. We've been part of those submissions.
Yeah, we've tried to mix it up. I'm on the committee, but no expert on guns. So you've sat in.
Yep, I've sat in.
Mark Patterson's sat in.
Too.
Yep.
And there's been a lot of really interesting feedback from it. I think there are a number of issues and concerns, and some of them are actually real. And New Zealand First is taking its time to go through those in detail to come up with some of those solutions that have been problems that have been put forward to us. So
yeah, and actually a shout out to submitters. I know before the submission process, people were coming to my office, and I said, put on a suit and tie, look the part, just state the facts.
Yeah.
What are the issues and what are the concerns, and they're real and they're fair concerns. So how do we address that? And actually, my take is the Select Committee's been quite receptive to that. So we'll see what the report says. I'm not sure of the timing, but that should be out relatively shortly.
And there have been a number of modifications inside Select Committee, but whether or not they go far enough or fix up some of these other unintended consequences, we've got a bit more
to explore that. Yep.
But all I can say to people out there is New Zealand First has always had a very pragmatic approach to firearms and the lawful use of firearms, and we're no different in our thinking as we had before. So watch this space, and we'll get back to you with updates as they come through. But I think we're going to get to a position that's going to be workable and doable, through this process. And the last thing, I guess, Fletch, to think about is what's gone on behind the scenes with the Carbon Zero bill, which went through the House last week. And I have to say that's probably been one of the most robust discussions that we've had in Parliament behind the scenes with our coalition partners over the last 2 years. So it's been a very real and ongoing discussion. We've been very cooperative, we've been collaborative, and we've shown great collegiality.
Yeah, a few misreported statements in the media. I won't go into it because it's not worth bringing up again, but we've done a lot of work in that space, and the outcome has been fantastic, and we have the farming community on board. So how do we go? How do we make this work?
And look, making the announcement to remove the farmers till 2025 is a great show of faith vast majority of farmers are actually doing the right things, are actually helping out the environment far more. We need to turn our attention towards the cities where a lot of our pollution and waters and stream coming from. And look, so there's a lot that we can all be doing. And
we're all in this together, and
100%
the solution is in the cities as well as in the paddocks.
Yeah, I agree. So that's probably about all we've got time for today, mate.
Yeah, we're probably going well over time, so it's good to be back.
Yeah.
See you later.
Thanks for tuning in, all 6 of you.